What's going on, people? Just got home from work and I decided to record this video regarding current situation in trucking. I'm really glad I'm out of it. I don't have to, I'm not in it at this point in time. And never say never. I might be back someday. I really like trucking, but here's the story why I sold my truck. Because in September of last year, trucking was very good, and a lot of people told me, it's like, you an idiot for selling a truck because freight pays so good. But I've been doing it for long enough, and I studied the trucking. It's not to be successful in it, it's not just like go buy a truck, go buy a trailer, get you on authority, DOT, and then log on to load board and just hauling freight. There's a hell of a lot more to it than actually is, because quite often people don't study roller coaster of trucking. We're in a down cycle right now. Roller coaster, that's what I'm calling up and down, up and down. And the trend is usually in trucking, the up cycle is hell of a lot shorter than a down cycle. And long as I seen it all the time, in up cycle, seems like there's more people want to get into it. More people want to get in on an up cycle than a down cycle. And my strategy when I got in the business, it's actually was down cycle. Like the freight rates were collapsing, fuel was high that time, and I think that's what made me somewhat successful in it. The reason I quit, it's not because I didn't make no money. It's just because I have family and I want to be home, and I figure I'm in the age I need to proceed on my other career, which is turning the ranch. Obviously, it's not the greatest career sitting behind a desk and talk to the people or answer on a phone. It's physical work, but still, I'm glad I have that. Up cycle, always, I have a bunch of friends, people I know, got in right now, and they're like, man, I don't know why I should have done this before. He quit his 8 to 5 job and he goes in, and I'm going to buy one more truck and I'm going to open this huge trucking company. I'm going to make money over fast. And I was like, dude, wait up. Shit is about to hit the fan. Seriously? No, I don't believe that. The problem is, in trucking, there's not going to be steady. Okay, we're going to hold drive-in freight for $3 a mile, and then it's going to fluctuate up if fuel goes up. No, this is one of those businesses. Fuel will go up and the freight goes down. But this time around, up and down cycle, we had COVID. I will touch politics just a slight little bit. If you're a strong believer in COVID, like it was a big deal, yes, it was. It's a flu. At the end of the day, in my opinion, it's a flu. They created such a big chaos worldwide. It was shortage of everything. People actually quit. A lot of people retired that time of the year. Some people just freaked out. They thought it's going to last forever. They sold out from trucking. I remember when you could buy a truck for $20,000 and go trucking. Next thing you know, there was so much freight. There was shortage of trucks. The railroad had played off the big role, because if somebody didn't know, California was hot for a very long time. They will not tell you in the news, but the railroad just did not pull a lot of freight out of the California. Guess what happened? It went on a truck. That's why the California was paying stupid money to move their stuff. Then the boats were shortage, and the chain reaction was so massive. That's why the freight rates went up. The construction, for me, like I haul heavy equipment, the construction part of it jump up, and they were paying whatever it take to move the equipment from one end of the country to the other, because they have to finish their contract or whatever they have to do. Next thing you know, all the stuff leveled it out. And it's actually freight pulled back to the normal. The freight actually didn't go down. It pulled back to its normal. If you did believe what drive-in will pay $5 a mile all day long from any part of the country, like it was at one point in time, 5 maybe too much, but 4.5, you appear an idiot. we went back to normal. But the problem is the fuel jumped up so high. I don't know. It's hard to predict what will happen. I kind of is like, it will be enough people will get out of it right now. Trucks will go down in prices. People gonna go back to their normal jobs, to the construction, factory workers, whatever they were doing before, and they're gonna sell their trucks. Guess what? You're gonna fulfill the market with the used trucks. People gonna cancel orders at the dealerships what they ordered last year. Remember that deal? It takes forever to get the truck. You gotta order in 2021 and you're gonna get in 2024. What was it? A couple days ago, I went to the dealer. I says, hey, salesman, how's the things doing? He's like, all right. I'm like, is any orders getting canceled? He's like, a lot. Guess what? Because people realize they're not going to pull the payments. For the people who bought the trucks last year for $50,000, $60,000, $80,000 over price market, good luck with this, because less you paid cash for it, obviously, but you're going to be struggling. I know for a fact, I watched a couple of YouTubers, the guy bought a brand new truck, newer house, newer trailer, whatever. It's like, where you going with this, bud? Like, this is bad deal. You're not going to end very well because it's not going to last forever. And I literally screamed about that. I think I made quite a few videos. I'm not sure I should rewatch it, but it's like, hey, slow down. You're screwing yourself over and everybody else. That's why in September, I kind of catch the glitch. I'm like, I think it's beginning of the end. Like, we're getting, something will change. We had Democrats guy elected, and then a House guy elected. It's like, usually it's not doing very well. And I'm like, till the market's hot for the equipment, I should get rid of it. It's always possibility to buy another Peterbilt, rebuild it, make a lot of power, find the same exact trailer, or even find the same trailer for the half of the price. But people didn't realize that actually will happen. I know a lot of guys quit trucking at last year, end of the last year, because they were in the same scenario, like things not doing too good. But if you want to take trucking study trucking, like I said, it's a lot of people think it's an easy business, but it's not. You have to know how the stock market works, because if you're going to go back for last, would say 3-4 months, stock market actually slowly going down. And every time I see the stock market going down, the freight rates going down. Because what do you do with the trucking? You haul stuff for the company, you haul for the warehouses. So they show their profits. So if the profit's not there, their stock going down. If the profit's not there, obviously they're not selling, or they're not in high demand for their services. So you're not in high demand. So at this point in time, in my opinion, if you have a brand new truck on order, and you put, what is it, $10,000 down payment, you better cancel your order and lose that $5,000 to $10,000, because eventually you're going to lose a hell of a lot more. Obviously, there's exception. If you end up giving 80% down payment, or you paying cash for the whole thing, then yeah, obviously just take it if you're planning to do this for a very long time. And though I would renegotiate the price of the piece of equipment with the dealer. I know maybe not possible because the manufacturing raised their prices, but I have a feeling the manufacturing the truck still says, oh yeah, we're so behind. And guess what? No, it's not. The orders going to start coming in fairly soon. Canceling orders coming in fairly soon from the dealers, and the manufacturing needs to do something, so they still gonna produce them. So guess what? The new truck prices will go down too. Same thing with cars. They talking about 11% last quarter. The used car market went down, and everybody ties it's not gonna happen. Same thing in the housing market. It's gonna go down. It's like it can't last forever. The biggest part of it in trucking, once again, it's fuel and interest rates going up. So God bless everybody. Hopefully you're not in this situation what I explained, because I hate to see it to fellow drivers to literally not to live their life, to survive their life in a truck. Because every time I see a person going down the road, I was in it, I have a ton of respect. It's not a very easy job. And on top of it, when the politics play their game, and we end up the suckers sniffing the exhaust from it. Have a good one.